Hi, welcome to another Meeples and Milkshakes Board Game Cafe unboxing video. I'm Jim, and we have two boxes today from Everest Wholesale. And you might notice the background's different again than the last video and the one before that. This is the library of our Board Game Cafe. You could pan around and show a little bit more of that. Not showing the whole place yet. We're mostly ready. But we're doing a little bit of final cleanup, so I have to wait for the next video to show you more. Let's just get right to the video. First we have a restock of Flashpoint Fire Rescue. This is a cooperative game, and now that I think of it, I think I ordered multiple copies of this, but I definitely ordered one copy of this for the library because this was missing from our library. This is a really good cooperative game, and it plays 2 to 6 players in 45 minutes and has some really cool little firefighter miniatures, which are really nice. And it's a game about teamwork. So that's Flashpoint Fire Rescue. Next up, we have Blokus Duo. I know I ordered one of these for the library. I don't remember if I ordered additional copies, so we'll find out. Blokus, of course, is the classic game where you're trying to block your opponent. Next up, another one for the library because didn't have this either. Candyland. We know somebody's going to ask for Candyland, and we didn't have it because we don't have little ones in our family. But nor did we were able to find it used. In the last while, we've been finding games used to add to the library, so here it is, brand new copy for the library. And another game for the library. A lot of these games are for the library, but there are some restocks and maybe new games as well. Balderdash. This is definitely different packaging than I'm used to, but Balderdash is a classic party game, and we didn't have that as either. So while we do have, as you can see over here, we do have a lot of party games and kids games and classic games. There were a few missing, and so we're doing our best to fill that out. So, Balderdash. Here we go. Another copy of Flashpoint Fire Rescue, so this will be available on meeples.ca very soon, if not already by the time you're watching this. Castle Panic. I definitely ordered this for the library. This is a tower defense game, and you can actually play it solitaire as well. It plays up to 6 players in about an hour. This is a game that I just have never played, never had it in our personal library, so it's not in our library, but it's a very popular cooperative game. Actually, is it cooperative? I can't remember. Maybe this one isn't cooperative, but it's a very popular game nonetheless, and I wanted to make sure that we had it in the library. So we're just, we're filling out the library here. You see there's like 450 games behind me, but we want to make sure that the things that people are going to be looking for are here. So there's a few that we're filling out our library with. We also didn't have Pictionary. I have also recently got ourselves another copy of Pictionary. It just isn't on the shelf yet, so we'll have 2 copies of Pictionary in the library, including this new one. And this is the team drawing game. Quick sketches, hilarious guesses, it says on the back of the box. You guys have probably seen Pictionary before. It's been around forever, very popular. Another one we didn't have in our library is Connect 4. Oh, that was the back. I don't know, what is the back? That's the front, I guess. Connect 4, classic game. Kids love it. Once you get old enough, you'll find out that this game is actually decidable right from the opening move. I can't remember, but I think the opening player is basically guaranteed to win if they don't make any mistakes. This is something I learned in computer science when I was in university. So my love for this game got greatly diminished once I realized it's sort of like tic-tac-toe. It's if you're a certain player, it's impossible to win. But kids love this game, and sometimes adults love this game too if they just enjoy playing it. I mean, I loved playing this when I was a kid, so we'll have that in the library as well. As well, a game that was missing from the library is Battleship, believe it or not. We had our own copy of Battleship, but I think it might have gone away in a garage sale years ago. So here it is, a brand new copy of Battleship for our library. think we have Sorry, but if not, maybe I bought this because we didn't have Sorry. Well, I'm sorry we didn't have Sorry, but now no longer Sorry because we have it. So Sorry is in our library as well. This I know we didn't have. This was one of my favorite games growing up. Trouble with the Pop-O-Matic Bubble. I used to play this with my grandparents all the time when I was a kid. Absolutely love it. And then when I was older, my grandfather introduced us to a version of this that uses cards, and he made wooden boards of that game when he was retired and had a lot of fun selling them at farmers markets. But this is the classic simple version of the game Trouble that uses the dice. And so even though it's dice based and therefore there's a bit of luck, there's still decisions to make about which of your pawns you're going to move. So there's still a bit of strategy involved in this game, and it's just fun popping the bubble, honestly. So there we go, that's in the library as well. Next up is a restock. I don't think we're going to be putting this in the library because it's a big heavy game. It takes a while to play. But High Rise, we had this in a little while ago and it sold out right away, so we're restocking this game. I do love the components in this game, as you can see on the back of the box. It's going to look really cool on your table. So we have 2 copies of this going up on meeples.ca. Glad we have a proper knife now at the cafe, so I wasn't using that silly razor. So let's see what we have. Oh, that's heavy for a little box. Okay, so here we have some little box classic games. We had Phase 10 in stock this summer and they sold out, so we brought some more in. This game I have not played, but my friends play it. The challenge: be the first player to complete 10 phases. The twist: the phase to be completed is specific for each hand. Those that complete the phase advance to the next, but those that have not must try again. So again, I haven't played this, but it seems to be a popular game, and I think we're going to put one in the library and have one for sale. This is going to go into the library. This is Anomia Kids, the kids version of Anomia. I guess you could play this with your kids. It's not just for kids. It says here, Anomia Kids is simple to play. Draw a card and flip it over for all to see. Does the colored symbol on your card match another player's? If so, be the first to shout a word that starts with the same sound as the image on your opponent's card. Easy, right? Beware. You may find that your brain can do some pretty silly things under pressure. So, Anomia is a really fun game, and we have that in the library, but one more of these is going to go in the library. And now we have the kids version in the library as well. Next up is a game that I have not played, but I'm told is a riot. So, Monopoly Deal has been around for a few years now. It's quite popular. I've never played it. I want to play it, and we're going to have it in the library, so one of these days I'm going to sit down and learn it and play it, and hopefully you can come to the cafe and enjoy it as well. Monopoly Deal. The other copies will be for sale on meeples.ca and in store, of course. I keep saying on meeples.ca, but now we actually have a store, so this week will be open, I expect. And you'll be able to just come in and buy games and walk out. Much easier than before. Skip Bow is the last of these little games. It was in this sub box. And one of these is going to be in the library, and the rest will be for sale. There we go. Okay. Next up, now that we've cleared off some of those packing peanuts, Coup. This copy is for the library. We already have a copy in the library, and we also have several available for sale. But I know this is a popular game, and I wanted to have 2 in the library. Since we have to quarantine games between plays, I didn't want there to be a day when somebody couldn't play Coup. I mean, it still could happen, but it'll be less likely now with 2 copies in the library. We do have Yahtzee in the library. It's over there. But we had very few score sheets left because we enjoyed this game so many times when the kids were younger. So here is a brand new scorecard sheet, and we're going to laminate these and put them in the box so that people can play Yahtzee all the time. So that's Yahtzee for the library. Another game we didn't have, Backgammon. So these are like, we're talking really classic games, like older than Monopoly, like really old games. We don't have that. We do have chess and checkers. We didn't have Backgammon. So here is a nice wooden version of Backgammon for the library. Also, Anomia X. This is the not safe for work version of Anomia. We did not have that in the library, so now we will. Munchkin is in our library, but we've never had it for sale on meeples.ca and never in store, of course. So now we have Munchkin available on meeples.ca. This is a hilarious game. Actually, it's one of the first modern games that we played with our family. And when the kids were little, we would play this quite a bit, and sometimes would make some big arguments because you can be really mean to each other in this game. You have a hand of cards, and they all do different weird things, and you're trying to get your character to reach level 10 first. And to do that, you have to level up yourself, and sometimes you have to slow down your opponents. And it's a lot of fun, but it can get a bit nasty. But that is part of the fun of this game, and we played it quite a few times, and now it'll be available for you to take home as well. Another one for the library, this oddly shaped game, is Tribond, the game of making connections. Tribond is the game that asks, what do these three things have in common? The object of the game is to be the first player to spell out Tribond with game cards and win. The players collect a game card by answering a Tribond threeser or a challenge threeser correctly. And so in the back of the box they show an example, comic books, wars, and sandwich shops. So yeah, that's that. I had played this when I was a kid, but I have not played it since. But it's and this is one of those games that everybody has tried at least once, and now it's going to be in our library as well. We have restocked Jenga. We have a couple copies of Jenga in our library already, and this one is going to be for sale. Classic stacking game. This copy of Guess Who I believe is going to be for sale because we do have it in our library, and this is the classic kids game of matching and guessing. That's Guess Who for kids. We want to make sure we have games for kids as well. What do we have here? Oh right, Boggle. So we do have Boggle in the library, but we have never had it for sale. So look at this nice new packaging for Boggle. It used to come in a box, which was also nice, but this is really cool. Much more easy to transport, this version of Boggle. That's good packaging. So that's Boggle, the classic game. There's a bunch of dice, you shake them up, and then different letters are going to sit on all of the dice faces, and you're trying to make as many words as you can with those dice. Longer is better. So if you've got a good vocabulary, that's a good attribute for playing this game and doing well at it. Lots of fun. That's it for today's quick unboxing. We'll have more on the way next week, of course, and we'll do another video as soon as those arrive. And by that time, we may even have the cafe open, depending on when they arrive. And we'll of course show you the entire store as soon as we can. We're just so close. We did have some people here last night, some friends and family, and we did a dry run of playing games and serving food and milkshakes, and a lot of fun was had. So things are going well here. We do have our business license now from the city of Penticton after having passed all of our inspections. So it's just a matter of time for us to get ready and get everything just right, and get all the signage up and in place that we need to, so that everything is clear for people when they come into the cafe. So thanks for watching this video, and for your patience in us getting everything open and ready. If you'd like this video, please hit that thumb up button, and also share with your friends and subscribe to our channel, and hit that bell so that you get notified when new videos like this appear. And until then, stay safe in this smoky Okanagan weather, and take care.